Good afternoon, students. We'll start with the session. I'm sharing a PDF or a page, and then we'll work on the understanding the concept. Okay, as always, the first question is the screen visible to you, students?
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Okay. So today the topic which we'll be covering is one single topic, that is pricing powers. Now, what is the pricing power and why is it important as an investor? Why is it part of company analysis? As a researcher, while you are doing research, while you are trying to understand uh, selecting the company, why is it important? Okay. So with this, we can start with understanding what is pricing power. Understand the word price, as you all people know, is nothing but the amount which the company is charging to its to the customers for a particular product. Price is nothing but the amount a particular company is charging to its. Give me a minute, class. I'm sorry, I was actually rejoining from another device because there was certain problem in that phone which was used I was using earlier. So I hope the screen is visible. We were discussing what the pricing power is, but before discussing pricing power, understanding what price is. So the price is nothing but the amount which a company charges to its customer for selling a particular product. Now, what is pricing power? Let's understand with an example. Suppose if you have a company, if there is a company or you have a company, that company is selling books. That company is selling you notebooks. The notebooks आप रहते हैं वो notebooks वो company बेच रही है. uh, Priorly they were selling the notebook for 50 rupees. That 200 notebook long A4 size, they were selling it for 50 rupees. But now they've increased their price from 50 to 60. With the increase in price, Is there a change in the customer segment? Are the customers affected because of the change in price? And if it is affected, it is bad. If it is not affected, it means that the companies hold a certain pricing power. Again, अगर वो अपना प्राइस बढ़ा रहे, तो आपने हमेशा सीखा इकोनॉमिक्स में, इफ यू so it means that when the company is raising price and still the consumers are ready to pay that price and buy the product, the company is holding certain power, and that power is known as pricing power. The ability of a company, the ability of a company to increase its price without losing its customers or market share. The ability of the company to increase its price without losing its customers or market segment is nothing but pricing power. एक कंपनी अपने प्राइस को मेंटेन कर सकता है, अपने प्राइस को इंक्रीज कर सकता है विदाउट व्हाट suffering any loss or any shortage in their market share. Now, this is something like a superpower which a company will have, because इसका मतलब उनके पास कोई ऐसी क्वालिटी है जिससे वो अपने कस्टमर्स को क्या कर रहे हैं, रिटेन कर रहे हैं. The pricing power is only there, only exists. The pricing power will only exist with the companies if they are excellent in something. If they are so good that they are able to retain their customers, तो ही pricing power exist करेगी. So that is important. अब कौन सी companies होते हैं जिनके पास pricing power है? लेट्स से अगर मैंने फूड और कंपनीज की बात की, फूड और बेवरेजेस में, ना मैगी, Maggie is giving the consumers a taste that the people, those who love Maggie as a brand, will never switch to Yippee or Raymond or any other company which are now coming in the market, because they the Maggie, which was usually a 5 rupee packet, now have gone to 10 or 12 rupee packet. वो पैकेट्स के प्राइस बढ़ रहे हैं, बट जो कस्टमर्स को मैगी पसंद है, they'll always eat Maggie, even though there might be a cheaper product available in the market. That kind of power is known as pricing power. This pricing power makes it difficult for other companies to compete with them. The pricing power will make it difficult for other companies to compete with them. Now, why should investors, अब हम ये investors है, वो pricing power के बारे में क्यों care करें, वो क्यों check करें? So understand that when companies with more pricing power are often stable, why a small change in the economy will not make much effect on their market shares. If there is an economic downturn, they'll still keep make money. कल को अगर इकोनॉमी में कोई भी गलत डिसीजन आया, उन्होंने उसकी वजह से they are increasing or making change in the price, the consumers will still readily buy the product because of that pricing power which they hold. Thus, their earnings are predictable. जो कंपनीज के पास प्राइसिंग पावर होती है, उनकी जो अर्निंग्स होती है वो क्या हो जाती है, प्रेडिक्टेबल हो जाती है. अब बहुत इजीली उसको पहचान सकते हो, कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो. Now, pricing power often shows that the company has what? आपको प्राइसिंग पावर कैसे मिलेगा, जब कंपनी के पास स्ट्रॉन्ग competitive advantage हो. When the company has good and strong competitive advantage, the company will definitely hold a pricing power. Let me reshare a new page, then we'll continue. Is the screen visible to students? Okay, so we will use this page as a reference for conducting our today's lectures. We are done with what is pricing power. So the ability of the companies to raise price without losing customers or market share is known as pricing power. Once we understand the meaning, we should understand why it is important for investors to know if the companies have a high pricing power or a low pricing power. So, companies with high pricing power will help you to understand that they have stable earnings and also they have uh, uh, along with stable, they have predictable earnings. The next competitive advantage. If a company is having high pricing power, it means that they have a high competitive advantage in the market. Resilient in bad times. जब भी there's a downgrade in economy, these pricing the sources of these pricing power will help them to bounce back in the market and be resilient if they have a good pricing power. So that is important. Next, high profit margins. High profit margins. So understand if the earnings are stable, if the working is better, of course the revenue which they'll generate will also be good. So the investor will check the pricing power because in turn that will help the investor to understand what is the revenue which will be generated, what is the profit which will be generated if we invest in this particular business. उसका प्राइसिंग पावर ज्यादा है तो रेवेन्यू ज्यादा जनरेट करके दे सकता है, मार्केट में वोलेटिलिटी कम होगी, रिस्क कम होगा क्योंकि उसमें जो फ्लक्चुएशंस है उससे उसके मार्केट शेयर में फ्लक्चुएशंस नहीं आएंगे. Next, sources of pricing power. Now, this is very important. Understand that competitive advantage and pricing power goes hand in hand. A company can have pricing power if it has been any of the following competitive advantage. Now, the first competitive advantage, यहाँ पे आप जब अलग अलग लिस्टिंग देखेंगे ना तो ये सारे ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर है तो sources of what I said again, sorry. हाँ, to sources of your competitive advantage. जो competitive advantage के sources है और ये जो pricing power को check करने के sources है वो दोनों almost similar है क्योंकि अगर competitive advantage है ही नहीं तो आप pricing power को किस तरीके से use करोगे. So the first one is strong brand reputation. Of course, if the brand reputation is good, those luxury brands who are dealing in the market, irrespective irrespective of the price which is charged, or if there is a surge or increase in the price, they will still buy that product from the same brand. Similarly, goes for people who have food habit and or of beverages. See, now as a food burger may be offered in different places, but then there are people who will prefer burgers of specific franchises only because of the very peculiar taste which they offer. So, इसीलिए strong brand reputation is important. That will, if your company has this, they'll be able to show off pricing power. The next is unique product. Now, what is unique product? Of course, offering something in the market which is not easily replaceable, which is not very easily available, or making of which is not very easy. Hence, nobody will enter into that market very easily. The next is switching cost. Of course, जो स्विचिंग कॉस्ट मतलब एक प्रोडक्ट से दूसरे प्रोडक्ट को चेंज करना, तो वो क्या स्विचिंग कॉस्ट हाई है या लो है. अगर स्विचिंग कॉस्ट हाई है तो प्राइसिंग पावर पे अफेक्ट आएगा. तो द स्विचिंग कॉस्ट. द नेक्स्ट इज नेटवर्क इफेक्ट. patents and IPs, that is intellectual property, and cost management. Suppose if a company has patent or special technology, or the way they are making the product, the resources which they are getting, the resources which they are using, all those resources are such that they are only available to one particular provider. तो अगर वो उसी particular provider के पास है, तो इसका मतलब they can easily have high pricing power in the market. uh, Network effect, of course, companies having strong network connectivities, जैसे मैंने अभी एग्जांपल लिया कि वो रॉ मटेरियल सिर्फ एक पर्टिकुलर कंपनी को ही मिल रहा है, वो कैसे पॉसिबल होगा? तो दे माइट हैव कम इनटू अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट विद द सप्लायर्स हु आर प्रोवाइडिंग दैट रॉ मटेरियल. Again, network in the sense of gaining more बिजनेस. अगर उनका एडवर्टीजमेंट अच्छा है, वहां पे उनको नेटवर्किंग हो रही है, व्हाट इफ द प्रोडक्शन कॉस्ट कैन बी रिड्यूस्ड, जो आपका important है. Next, sourcing of price power is also government regulation. What if it is an industry which is supported by government? The government is supporting that growth of particular industry, and also rules and regulations to be followed. जैसे कि फॉर सेल्स कौन से रूल्स है. देयर आर businesses which might require license in the entrance, then after a certain amount of turnover, are they eligible, do they have to pay tax? ये सारे जो regulations होती है, every industry, every set of business will have to follow different regulatory uh, rules. But how can it become a source of pricing power? So what if the what if the government regulation which is required, not many can fulfill those, because the criteria is such that fulfilling all the requirements may not be practically possible. और इसीलिए जिन्होंने ऑलरेडी किया उनके पास क्या आ जाएगा, एक प्राइसिंग पावर आ जाएगा टू कंट्रोल द मार्केट. Of course, there are different other sources of pricing power. Company बहुत अच्छा industry में, only there are very small players, number of players are very less. If the number of players are very less, तो वहां पे भी आपका प्राइसिंग पावर क्या हो सकता है, इंक्रीज हो सकता है. देर आर सर्टन इंडस्ट्रीज जहाँ पे प्राइसिंग पावर कंट्रोल करना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है, एंड देन देर आर सर्टन जहाँ पे प्राइसिंग पावर इज एन इम्पोर्टेंट फैक्टर इन डिसाइडिंग द प्राइस ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट. We have covered three things. What is pricing power? Why is it important for investors to check pricing power? What are the sources through which a company can attain or gain pricing power? The next is how to identify companies with pricing power, or it can be how to identify companies with high pricing power. The first one is historical price increase. Of course, क्या पास्ट में उसने अपने कंपटीटर्स को बीट करके हमेशा से प्राइस इंक्रीज पे फोकस किया है? That is historical price increase. In the previous segments, has the company increased the price of the products or shares? So what is the past data? Is it helping you to draw a pattern of increase? Are the students listening? Okay, react in a certain way, class, so that I come to know if you people are listening. Okay, thank you so much. So the first one was historical price increase. The second is high gross margin. Now understand there's a difference between profit margin and gross margin. What is gross margin? Gross margin is when indirect expenses are not taken into account. Only the revenue generated from the sales minus the cost of production will give you gross profit or gross margin, whatever you say. Now high gross margin in the sense because the companies can charge higher price, को जो returns होंगे वो भी क्या होंगे, higher. So the gross margin will increase. So companies having high gross margin indicates that they have purchasing power. That is high gross margin. The next is stable market share. Now what is stable market share? Stable market मतलब ऐसे मार्केट जिसमें वॉल्टैलिटी कम है, जिसमें रिस्क कम है. तो अगर it simply means that the market, if the companies have purchasing power, उनका जो मार्केट होता है, कैप शेयर होता है इन द एक्चुअल ट्रेडिंग, वो क्या होता है, स्टेबल होता है. बिकॉज अ स्मॉल चेंज विल लीड टू नो इफेक्ट इन द assets or assets. The next is प्राइसिंग अबव इन्फ्लेशन. अगर 10% का इन्फ्लेशन है और आपके प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस पिछले मतलब सपोज पिछले ईयर नेक्स्ट ईयर से आपका जो प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस है वो आपने 20% इंक्रीज किया है, जबकि इन्फ्लेशन कितना इंक्रीज हुआ है, सिर्फ 10%. तो अब अगर ये करने के बाद आप अपने कस्टमर्स को फिर भी रिटेन कर पा रहे हो, सो दैट इज प्राइसिंग पावर. बट इफ आफ्टर डूइंग दैट you lose a large segment of consumers, that is not pricing power. So pricing above inflation, offering returns to the people above the inflation rate. So that is one of the way to check what company's pricing power. Are they giving more returns than the existing inflation? Sorry. The next is loyal customers. Now loyal customers are no one but the customers जो कि किसी भी कीमत पे ब्रांड को स्विच नहीं करेंगे. फॉर व्हाटसोएवर रीजन दे विल नॉट स्विच द ब्रांड. सो दोज कस्टमर्स will be part of the loyal customers. Is the concept clear? The last one is left. Inflation bearing earnings growth. Uh, it is inflation beating. Sorry, I was just looking and zooming into it. It is inflation beating earnings growth. Inflation will beat द अर्निंग ग्रोथ. जो ग्रोथ हो रहा है वो ऐसा है कि वो इन्फ्लेशन के परसेंटेज को क्या कर रहा है, इंक्रीज कर रहा है. अब ये सब इंफॉर्मेशन आपको कहाँ से मिलेगा कि उसका मार्केट शेयर स्टेबल है कि नहीं, उसके प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस कितना है, उनका ग्रॉस मार्जिन या ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट कितना है, क्या उनका जो एनुअल रिटर्न है वो इन्फ्लेशन के रेट को बीट कर रहा है कि नहीं कर रहा है. ऑल दिस इंफॉर्मेशन इज ऑलवेज पब्लिश बाय द. हमने जब सोर्सेस सीखा था तो हमने देखा था कि जो एनुअल रिपोर्ट्स वगैरह कंपनी पब्लिश करती है उसमें आपको ये सारा इंफॉर्मेशन दिख सकता है, बिकॉज आपकी जो बैलेंस शीट है वो एक्सेसिबल होगी. सो इफ दे वांट टू चेक एनीथिंग दे कैन इजीली डू इट. These are certain ways in which you can check the pricing power of the companies. What answers do you need while checking? So the first question you can see is that you can ask to company or you can check about the company. If there's a person you are taking interview, it is asked, but it's not. So What kind of questions can the company raise prices without losing customers? Does the company operate in industry with few competitors or very large competitors? Now यहाँ पे एक point आपको दिख रहा होगा oligopoly का. What is oligopoly? एक होता है तो monopoly, एक से ज्यादा दो है तो क्या बोलेंगे इसको? Oligopoly market. Now अगर market में companies ही कम है, competition ही कम है, there are very fewer sellers selling this product. So it means that at the end the pricing power will increase. With this one more part of what is pricing power, Naidu identified pricing power of the companies is done. The next is companies with high pricing power and companies with low pricing power. Now, companies with high pricing power में क्या example दिया है? I'm asking. Class. Why do you think Asian Paints will have a pricing power?
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Why do you think Asian Paints will have a pricing power?
Because it is a complete control over that, or less competition is there. Or people are trusting more about Asian Paint.
Good. The brand image. The brand image is such strong, the marketing is such that strong that the Indian paint market is being governed by Asian Paints. वो अपना प्राइस इंक्रीज करेगा तो पीपल और कस्टमर लॉयल टू इट won't change the brand or switch to any other brand. Okay. Also they might as वो तो ऐसा भी है कि they might be even a price setter. If Asian Paints can increase price and still withstand its customers, the other company can also be able to increase their price. अब या तो फिर वो क्या सोचे कि उसने अपना प्राइस इंक्रीज किया तो अदर कंपनीज आर नॉट इंक्रीजिंग देयर प्राइस so that the people feel that the paints are cheaper and they can switch to other brand, but that doesn't usually happens for the very reason because they have a competitive advantage over other companies. Now that competitive advantage can be in two terms. The first one is the brand image which they have created. The second is the quality of the paints. Okay, there are these two aspects which gives Asian Paint a competitive advantage over other companies in India. The next is Nestle. Now everybody has heard of Nestle. Nestle is nothing but a company which offers beverages. Nestle के बहुत सारे products हैं, right? Nestle has many products. There are other companies like Hindustan Union Liver, HUL. आपने बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट्स पे देखा होगा कि उसको जो साइन होती है वो हिंदुस्तान यूनिलीवर की होती है. Many a times we don't even know it belongs to that particular company because they advertise their product by what? By some product name and rather than the actual head company name. तो जो उनके soaps है, let's say HUL के soaps है, Dove और ये सब, every person if they are using a particular set of soap, वो क्या करेंगे? तो कल को अगर उसका प्राइस 5 रुपया, 3 रुपया, 10 रुपया बढ़ गया तो they won't switch to another soap uh, because of the I'll say, let's say, not price not being a factor, skin being a factor, preferences being a factor. So the companies won't switch. The customers won't switch to a next product, thus giving them a pricing power. CDSL, what is CDSL? Central Depository Service Limited. Understand that there are certain industries or companies which will have. Give me a minute. Okay, continue. So, in that case, there are certain industries which will always have a pricing power. This pricing power will come or will be achieved because of a certain competitive advantage which they have in the market. But there are certain companies in which the pricing power is very low. The reason for that may be, let's say, uh, they are cannot offer high differentiation. The easiest example with company for companies with low pricing power is telecom. Now, telecom, if you people understand, I'm talking about companies which offer you SIM card and this talk time and data. That is like Vodafone, then Idea, then Jio, then your Airtel. ये सारे जो आपके telecom companies है, these companies do not have high pricing power because if a particular uh, company, let's say Vodafone is continuously increasing its plans recharge का cost. वो 500 का 500 से 6 पे गया, 6 पे 8 गया. So they are continuously charging for its increasing the charge for its customer. Then they started charging you for SMS also. So will the customer or the company will be able to survive? No, it will definitely lose its customers because there is a easy conversion process. पर्सन यूजिंग मैं आज एयरटेल का यूज कर रही हूँ और मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है उसके प्लान्स बहुत कॉस्टली है, मेरे पास बहुत अच्छा ऑप्शन है कि आई कैन स्विच टू एनी अदर टेलीकॉम सर्विस इंडस्ट्री. मैं किसी भी टेलीकॉम पे जाके क्या कर सकती हूँ, उसको कन्वर्ट करवा सकती हूँ. दिस विल हेल्प मी टू हैव एक्सेस टू मच चीपर रिसोर्सेज. अब टेलीकॉम में तो ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत ज्यादा वैरायटी क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, बट ऑल्सो सी even in that they have created a scope of offering discounts कि a particular plan में you will get Jio Hotstar also, you will get subscribe Z5 also, whatever it is. So they are trying to create product differentiation. but क्या इसमें differentiation उतने हद तक possible है? नहीं. टेलीकॉम इंडस्ट्री में आप ज्यादा डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफर नहीं कर सकते हो. तो अगर आपका प्रोडक्ट ज्यादा डिफरेंट नहीं है तो आपका जो प्राइसिंग पावर है वो क्या हो गया, कम हो गया, बिकॉज कस्टमर्स कैन इजिली स्विच. The next is airlines. Now, although there are private companies existing in the airlines, the price is supposed to be such that the market is stable. तो आपके जो एयरलाइंस इंडस्ट्री होते हैं उसमें अगर किसी एक पर्टिकुलर फ्लाइट ने या किसी एक पर्टिकुलर एरोनॉटिक कंपनी ने क्या किया, प्राइस को इंक्रीज किया, what will happen is if only that company is increasing price, people will switch to the another company and travel in cheaper rates, travel at cheaper rates. So airlines maybe there is a tough competition when I'm talking about pricing power. There are companies like that Indigo and SpiceJet जिनका हमेशा ऐसे clash होता था. So to ensure that the differentiation, product differentiation is low. Also, Uh, then what are the other things? Intense competition, price sensitive consumers. What if the company is having intense competition in the market? There are n number of firms, large firms, and can those company take advantage of pricing power? No, because to stabilize economy, the price offered by each of the firms at the same level will be almost equal. एक बहुत बेसिक एग्जांपल है कि जब आप किसी पर्टिकुलर मार्केट में जाते हैं, सपोज यू आर गोइंग टू अ वेजिटेबल मार्केट एंड देयर आर फोर डिफरेंट शॉपकीपर्स ऑफरिंग यू पोटैटोज. नाउ सिंस देयर आर फोर डिफरेंट शॉपकीपर्स, they cannot charge different price for the same quality of potato they are offering. Of course they can charge you heavy for good quality and low for minimum quality. But if the quality is same, they cannot fluctuate the price as compared to their investors. जितना मतलब बाकी उसके जो peer companies जितना offer कर रहे हैं, you'll have to follow the same line. Why is it important? To maintain the demand and supply chain. डिमांड और सप्लाई चेन को मेंटेन रखने के लिए इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. The next is price sensitive consumers. Of course, if you are targeting, if your business is such that you are targeting people with low consumer, low income or low disposable income, उस केसेस में क्या होगा कि अगर उनका डिस्पोजेबल इनकम कम है तो दे ऑलवेज एम फॉर प्रोडक्ट्स विच आर चीपर. नाउ फॉर डूइंग दैट उनका जो प्राइस सेंसिटिविटी है वो क्या हो गया, इंक्रीज हो गया. तो यहाँ पे जो प्राइस सेंसिटिव कस्टमर्स है वो कैनॉट, दोस कस्टमर्स कैनॉट, दे कैनॉट सर्वाइव इन द मार्केट इफ द प्रोडक्ट इज ऑफर्ड एट अ हायर रेट. तो वो क्या करेंगे, इजीली स्विच करेंगे. तो अगर आपका प्रोडक्ट इजीली स्विचेबल है ड्यू टू प्राइस कंटेंट, देन दोस कंपनीज कैनॉट हैव हाई प्राइसिंग पावर. Students, there is another example of oil and gas, steel. Now steel के जितने भी companies है और जो major companies है उनको, these companies have a high international pressure to maintain their price. Now to maintain those in price, what happens is वहाँ पे उनको price change करने का freedom नहीं है. And it is not about having freedom in the sense of changing price. It is about if they increase their price and the other companies do not, will the customers switch or will the customers won't switch. Understanding that is important. I hope you people understood the concept of pricing power. What is pricing power? Then again, what are the key sources of pricing power, or what are the advantages, or why pricing power matters to investors, why it is supposed to be checked, how do you check it, asks which companies have high pricing power and which companies can have low pricing power. Even that is discussed. Do you people have any doubt as such? Students, do you have any doubt? Okay, give me a 2 minute. I'll share a new slide. React in a certain way first thing, so that I understand that you people understood the topic. Meet, Disha, Nidhi, Shlok. Okay. Is the new screen visible? There are people in the lobby. Tell them that I'm not entering them enter if they are friends. Because in which case after 10 minutes I will be ending the session. Because as I previously informed, it will only be a 1 hour session. So Students, what is I believe I was speaking for last 2 minutes and the mic was mute. I will say again, pricing power surpluses when the companies, if they increase their current price and they are still able to create a balance. So it is a pricing power surplus. But increase in the current price and the demand and customer segment is being changed. There is a disbalance. तो उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं pricing power deficit. The next topic which is there to be discussed is organization structure. Organization structure is the next topic which will be discussed. Okay. The next topic which is supposed to be discussed is organization structure. Uh, I will today discuss just the meaning of the concept and the word, and tomorrow's session we will look into the detail of different types of organization structure. Now, after another aspect of the company which you can look into or take into account is the structure or organizational structure which they follow. Now, as the definition suggests, organization structure determines the role of each employee in a business hierarchy. Task allocation, business procedures, and reporting structure aligned back to derive business outcomes. Uh, that is nothing but organization structure. The structure helps to first thing assign people. The second is to identify the role of each employee in the business. The third is to ensure that the business procedures, whatever is done properly. And of course, the reporting structure is uh, aligned to achieve business objectives. जो भी एम है, जो भी ऑब्जेक्टिव्स है बिजनेस का, उसको क्या करने के लिए, अचीव करने के लिए. It is very helpful to understand the organizational structure. Now, understand that the organization structure helps you to understand कि कंपनी के बेस से लेके टॉप मैनेजमेंट तक कितने पोजीशंस है और उन पोजीशंस के पास क्या पावर है, क्या रोल है, क्या अथॉरिटी और कौन सी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज है. That is nothing but study of organization structure. It it can be this the structure of organization can be hierarchical with different levels of management. There can be divisions, there can be different product lines. उस product lines के according changes in the business structure or organization structure. Every organization can have its own defined structure. There is no generalization in organization structure. Her company or her business will decide its own chain of commands. Chain of commands मतलब क्या होता है कि आपके बिजनेस को रन करने के लिए मतलब सॉरी बिजनेस को डिसीजंस लेने के लिए क्या प्रॉपर अथॉरिटी लाइन है, इसके बाद कौन से इंसान बैठ रहे हैं, उनके पोजीशन पे you get this matlab to understand that role is nothing but organization structure. Now, of course, there are different types of organization structure which a company can follow. The key elements of organization structure comes into the picture. मैं एक बहुत simple example लूँ तो जैसे अभी since we are in a teaching field or we as a part of a teaching institution, we can say that the organization structure is where the chain of command starts with the principal, but along with the principal there are managers, there are office bearers जो कि प्रिंसिपल से अलग होते हैं. उसके बाद उसके बाद आते हैं आपके एडमिन डिपार्टमेंट है जो पूरा अलग है. देन देयर इज नॉन टीचिंग स्टाफ जो पूरा अलग है. उसके बाद आते हैं अगर टीचिंग में मैंने बात की तो उनके एचओडीज आते हैं, एचओडी वाइस प्रिंसिपल्स आते हैं. देन देयर आर फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, देन देयर आर आल्सो टीएस, टीचिंग असिस्टेंट्स होते हैं. तो एक स्ट्रक्चर होता है, एक हायरार्की क्रिएट होती है. हर बिजनेस में या हर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में there is a particular structure. Why is this structure important to be studied? Understand that this study of structure will help you to analyze what is the authority or decision making power in a particular पोजीशन. एक पर्टिकुलर पोजीशन पे उनको किस चीज की अथॉरिटी और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी मिलती है, उस चीज को स्टडी करने में आपको कौन हेल्प करता है? ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चर हेल्प करता है. I hope the meaning or what we'll be learning in organization structure is clear. After this, we'll be learning tomorrow different types of organization structure. Okay. So for today, it is only this much. It was only a 1 hour session. इससे पहले के टॉपिक में क्योंकि क्लास को कोई डाउट नहीं है तो यू पीपल आर अलाउड टू लीव. हैव अ गुड डे अहेड.
And can we leave?
Sorry, Manthan, you were speaking something.